Chosen one. Stop for a moment and breathe deeply. Because this is not just another message passing through your day, this is a warning meant to reach you before you make a move that could cost far more than you realize. God is saying, no, no, no. Do not move. Do not react. Do not fall for this. There is something in front of you that looks promising, sounds convincing, and feels almost heaven-sent. But the Lord is telling you to slow down and listen carefully, because not everything that shines carries His light. You were not brought here by accident. You were interrupted on purpose. Heaven saw the step you were about to take, the door you were about to open, the person you were about to trust, the decision you were about to justify. And God stepped in before the damage could begin. This is why your spirit has felt restless. This is why something inside you has been whispering that all is not as it seems. You are not imagining it. You are sensing a trap disguised as an answer. The enemy has studied your exhaustion, your longing, your private prayers, your hunger for relief. And he has prepared something tailored to your vulnerable moment. But God, in His mercy, is exposing it before it closes around you. Chosen one. This is not the hour to be impulsive. This is not the hour to be flattered by appearances. This is the hour to become still enough to hear the voice of God above the noise of your emotions. What is coming later in this message is even more urgent, because the danger is closer than you think, and the truth is deeper than what you can currently see. So clear your mind. Listen alone if you must, and stay until the very end. Because the Lord is not only warning you, He is protecting your destiny. If this word is already stirring something in your spirit. Comment 777 as your declaration that you will not be deceived. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this message with someone who needs discernment right now, because what God is revealing in this hour is too important to ignore. What stands before you now is not a small distraction, not a harmless delay, not an ordinary temptation that will pass without consequence. It is serious. It is strategic. It is spiritual. What makes it dangerous is not that it looks evil, but that it looks right enough to be trusted, beautiful enough to be welcomed, and timely enough to be mistaken for the hand of God. That is how the snare works. It does not announce itself as destruction. It arrives dressed as relief. It approaches sounding like the answer, feeling like confirmation, appearing like the very breakthrough you have cried for in private. But heaven is sounding the alarm, because one wrong step here is not a minor error. One wrong step here can entangle your peace, cloud your discernment, weaken your focus, and delay what God has been building in you through pain, prayer, and endurance. This is why you cannot afford to be casual right now. This is why you cannot afford to call everything that opens a blessing. Some doors open to test whether you can discern, not to reward your waiting. Some voices speak kindly only to pull you out of alignment. Some opportunities shine brightly only because they were polished to seduce the weary parts of you that are desperate for movement. The enemy has not come empty-handed. He has come prepared. He has studied your hunger, your fatigue, your secret disappointments, your longing to finally see something shift. He knows the exact shape of the thing that could make you lower your guard. He knows what kind of attention would soften you, what kind of offer would rush you, what kind of promise would tempt you to move before God says, move. That is why this warning is urgent. This is not about fear. This is about preservation. This is about heaven protecting your future from a decision that could wound far more than your feelings. There are traps that do not break you in a day. They break momentum over months, peace over years, and confidence in ways that are slow, silent, and costly. What looks like quick access may become long captivity. What feels like sudden favor may become hidden bondage. And if you are not watchful, you may call it provision while it is quietly draining your strength. So do not romanticize what is pressuring you. Do not sanctify what is confusing you. Do not rush toward what your spirit cannot rest in. God is not merely telling you to wait. He is telling you to survive what was designed to derail you, and to come through this moment with your clarity, your calling, and your destiny still intact. There are moments in life when the danger is not outside, you first, but near enough to your heart to feel like it belongs there. This is one of those moments. What is reaching for you now is not random, and it is not shallow. It has been shaped around your weariness, your longing, your silent ache to finally be seen, finally be chosen, finally be relieved of the weight you have been carrying for so long. That is why this warning cuts so deep. The enemy does not waste time offering what your soul would instantly reject. He studies the hidden places. He watches the tears no one noticed, the prayers you whispered when no one was around, the disappointment you buried beneath strength, the hunger you tried to sanctify by calling it patience. He knows where you are most vulnerable, and he knows how to make the wrong thing feel like mercy. He knows how to make the counterfeit feel tender. He knows how to make the trap feel overdue, deserved, almost holy. And that is why heaven is interrupting you now. Because what is before you has been tailored to the exact shape of your weakness. It is not only a temptation, it is a personal assault against your discernment, your peace, your assignment, your future. It is coming close because your calling is costly to hell. You have not been resisted this fiercely because you are forgotten. You have been resisting this fiercely because you matter. Because there is oil on your life. Because there is a purpose on your name. Because there is something ahead of you that the enemy wants to delay, distort, or drain before it fully rises. Do you understand the weight of this? He is not merely trying to get your attention. He is trying to redirect your steps. He is trying to place one emotional decision, one premature attachment, one impulsive yes between you and the destiny God has been preparing in secret. This is why your spirit has been uneasy, even when your flesh felt drawn in. This is why the deeper part of you has not fully rested. Something in you knows that what glitters is not always glory. Something in you knows that what feels immediate is not always ordained. You must listen to that holy discomfort. You must honor that inward warning. Do not betray your discernment just because something arrived wearing the face of comfort. Do not silence the alarm just because the offer is attractive. Ask yourself with absolute honesty, why does this thing pull so hard on the places in me that are still healing? Why does it demand a quick answer from a spirit that is still seeking peace? Why does it stir urgency but not rest? Heaven is not exposing this to shame you. Heaven is exposing this to save you. And if you will stay still long enough, pray deep enough, and listen closely enough, God will show you what this really is before it ever has the chance to take from you what took years to rebuild. The pressure to move quickly is not innocent. It is not accidental. It is one of the enemy's oldest weapons. Because he knows that if he can rush you, he can weaken you.